It's finally here. Superman has finally come out. I've waited generations for this movie. This movie is single handedly the most anticipated movie I've ever had for a movie. Like, the Batman was almost there, but with the Batman, I kind of knew the Batman was going to be good. You know what I mean? But with this movie, I didn't really know. Every single time I saw a trailer or a clip or a photo, I always had this weird thing like, you know? I was like, why does it look like that? Why is it? I don't know about this. Does this really work? What's going on here? So I was very skeptical about this movie. But after a while, I gathered my thoughts and I realized this actually is looking pretty damn perfect. Like, I feel like it's got the essence of the Christopher Reeve movies. It's got the essence of the new generation. It's got the essence of Henry Cavill, and it's got a big essence on the actual comic books, like the weird All-Star Superman, colorful, bright, strange, crazy, whatnot thing of what Superman actually is. You know what I mean? So I was getting pretty damn hyped, right? I'm in IMAX. I sit down. I watch the film. I walk out of the theater. And I stood there. And I thought. And I said to myself, that movie was pretty damn good. Yes, you heard me. This movie is pretty damn good. This movie is pretty freaking good, alright? This movie has so much hype. This movie has so much going for it. And I think it delivered. It definitely couldn't deliver 100%. Because my expectations were through the freaking roof. I wanted this movie to be the best Superman movie, the best movie I've ever seen. And it obviously wasn't that. It does have some problems, but for the most part, it was an amazing movie. So let's talk about it. First thing I want to talk about is, let's talk about Superman himself. David Cornsweet as Superman. Man, this guy is pretty damn good. I would say every single time he was on screen, the movie, like, I just got some sort of like rush. I was like, oh my god, this is like the best thing ever. Like, every time he was on screen, it was so good, and it gives me this hope and just like, oh, I just want to see him in so much more things. You know what I mean? And the thing about this Superman, if I wasn't really thinking about it too well, I wouldn't really like this Superman. You know, he's clumsy. He makes a lot of jokes. He's just kind of like all over the place. But I feel like that's because he's a different Superman. He's not the Superman we always knew. He's a much younger Superman. And he's not younger and he's not like angsty and whatnot. He's younger and he's like super hopeful and he sees the best in everyone. But he stuffs up all the time and he fumbles around because it's hard. Because he feels like just like a kid. He feels like he's just like 20 years old. He's been doing this not that long. You know what I mean? Compared to Christopher Reeve, Christopher Reeve is always going to be better, in my opinion. I think Christopher Reeve is the most perfect example of what Superman is, and you can't really beat Christopher Reeve, honestly. But he's just there. He's second place. Actually, hold on, scratch that. I think Tom Welling is probably second place. Then it's David Cornsweet. But I reckon after we see more of Cornsweet, I reckon he's probably going to be number one because this guy just embodies just what it like, just kindness and hopefulness and just like such friendly attitude. You know what I mean? It's not overpowering. It's just so friendly and nice and approachable. I love how in this movie, Clark or Superman, he doesn't act like a big, powerful figure. He acts like just a normal dude. You know, there's that scene with him and Lois where he's like screaming and he's like having normal emotions, like you know what I mean? Everyone's always thinking about Superman as this perfect, you know, emotionless being, but he's just a chill guy. You know what I mean? He's just a chill guy, and I reckon right now he's not the perfect Superman. I reckon I like my Superman to be a bit more in control, a bit more in touch with his emotions, but I'm super okay with the fact that this Superman is still kind of learning, still kind of growing, you know what I mean? By the time we see him in like the fourth Justice League movie, he's going to be the leader, he's going to be sick, you know what I mean? So I freaking love this version of Superman. Love it. And the suit is amazing. I love the trunks, I love the colors. When I first saw that first image, I was like, and it looks kind of trash. But this suit is amazing. It's everything I wanted. A lot of this stuff in the movie is like so perfect to me. It's just screams Superman. This guy is just, he's Superman. He is Superman. I love it. I feel like all the characters in this movie were literally like, all the actors were going 11 out of 10. You know, everyone was playing their character so perfectly. It just felt like such a like a comic book. It just felt like this movie just felt like an old DC animated, you know, universe TV show. It was just, I just love the characters in the movie. Like Lois Lane is so good. Erica Durance is gonna be better, but Lois Lane is so good. Like Jimmy Olsen, he is the best Jimmy Olsen, bro. That thing with all the women loving him, that was so funny. And Lex Luthor, bro. Oh my god, this guy, you just hate him. The entire movie, you're like, I hate this guy. I can't stand this guy. Obviously, no one's gonna be as good as Michael Rosenbaum. Obviously, because he probably played the best performance in any character ever in a TV show ever. So you can't really beat Michael Rosenbaum. But Nicholas Hoult did an excellent job at being a number one hater. I love how he just was like manipulating everything, and he was like in a suit. Just seeing Lex Luthor in a suit was just so tough. I don't know why. When he was rage baiting Superman about his dog, he's like, ugly dog in a cape.
Ugly dog in a cape.
What did you say?
That was just so tough. I feel like all the characters, all the actors do such a good performance in this movie. Krypto was amazing. I love Krypto. I love how Supergirl came in the end and got him. I love so many things about this movie. I love the way the Fortress of Solstice looks. I love the way everything's filmed. Everything looks so comic booky and amazing, and it's like flying action, and it looks like fish islands. It just looks so sick. It looks so vibrant. It looks so like, this is like one of the coolest shot films ever, bro. Like, this is like an amazingly shot film. There are so many good things about this film. I love almost everything. I love Ultraman. I think everything is so cool. Everything looks like a comic book. Everything looks amazing. So I reckon, let's talk about the cons. Now, I kind of went into this movie wanting to love every single second of it. And to be honest, I think I kind of did love every single second of it. Everything felt like the weirdness of Superman. I like everything felt good. But some things kind of annoyed me. Like, I was a bit skeptical of James Gunn, because, like 10% skeptical, because the Guardians of the Galaxy movies are so amazingly perfect, and they're so James Gunn, because James Gunn is the perfect director for those movies, you know what I mean? He made them his own movies. The comedy in those movies are perfect, but that kind of comedy for a Superman movie?
And Quill, your ship is filthy.
Oh, she has no idea. If I had a black light, the place would look like a Jackson Pollock painting.
You got issues, Quill.
Just doesn't really work sometimes. A lot of it does work, and I think a lot of it is good, but some of it just isn't that good. Like, I feel like this movie, when there's good parts about it, I feel like it doesn't have time to actually breathe. Like, a lot of times, something gets interrupted by a joke, or just gets, like, redirected straight into a punchline, where it's like, you just need some time for it to breathe. You need the emotion, to feel the emotion. This is Superman. You need to feel his emotion. I don't like when it just cuts straight to a joke, or cuts straight to a punchline. It's just like, for example, Superman's given a super emotional speech at the end, like, the biggest part about the movie, and then Krypto runs in and then, like, throws him around. It's just like, I wish the scenes would sit for a bit. I wish they wouldn't cut to a joke. I wish they would just, like, you would feel the emotion. You just feel it more. That's why the best scene in the movie is when Jonathan Kent and Clark are sitting on that bench, and they're just having a big talk about, you know, what it means to be a superhero, what it means to be good. And it's just, you feel that emotion, because it lets you stay and sit, and it lets you feel the emotion of the scene. It doesn't cut away with a joke. There's no random joke thrown in about some burnt cookies or just something stupid, you know. It's just a nice, slow, good moment, you know. And I feel like I'm ripping on a bit too hard, because there were a lot of moments like that, and it didn't cut away to a joke. but I feel like sometimes it did, and it kind of bugged me. Really, the main thing about this movie that isn't good is the runtime. I wish this movie was like 20 minutes longer. I wish we got a 2.5 hour Superman movie, because right now this movie is insanely fast paced. There's so much action. You never ever ever get bored in this movie. It moves so fast, it's hard to keep up. And I wish they would have had 20 more minutes to just put in some scenes, or just extend some scenes so you can sit with them longer. You know, some more just talk, like Superman talking about what he actually is, how people feel about Superman, or just like just a scene with Superman flying around, Superman sitting in the sun, Superman just, I want us to just sit and be with Superman, you know what I mean? And that's kind of a good thing too, because the creators did a good job. They made us want more, which is good. So, all in all, you know, this film is really, 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 really freaking good. I love the pacing of how fast it is. I just wish it would slow down sometimes. But overall, it's pretty damn good. Another thing is Clark Kent. It's like, we got like one scene with him, you know? It's like, I wanted to see more Clark Kent. I want to see more of the Daily Planet. I want to see more of, the Chief. Like, apparently, I heard that this movie was actually 4 hours long. The original cut. Like, surely you could have kept some scenes in, bro. I just wanted more of this movie. I wanted just a bit more. Everything they had was perfect, but I wanted more. That's right, though. Still amazing. But all in all, in the end, I'm just left with this really, really, really good feeling. I'm just scrolling on TikTok and I'm just seeing so many people, so many randoms just be like, you know, loving Superman. They love Superman.
Did you watch that? Yes! Did we just watch the same movie? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life! What the heck? What? Yes! Yes! Yes!
Superman is popular again. People know what Superman is. Before this, everyone thought Superman was so boring. Everyone thought he was weird and boring. But Superman, he's just a chill guy. He's so cool. He's so hopeful. Everyone should. There's no reason not to love him. And now people do. It's like James Gunn literally saved Superman. He's literally saved DC. I'm completely overjoyed about how this movie turned out. It's amazing. This movie is pretty damn incredible. I love it. I do love it start to finish. I obviously have some problems with it, but I love this movie start to finish. So, if I'm being honest, I'm giving this movie this movie was pretty damn good. I'm gonna give this movie a 9.5 out of 10. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. Please go in the comments, write what you thought about this movie. Write if you think I'm stupid, write if you think I'm smart, write anything. Just write something down there. You know? Just write punk. That's the real punk rock. You know? Just write that. Just write something. Just engage. You know what I mean? Just give me some clicks. Alright? Give me something. Wally Gore is back, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, goodbye.